What's going on, everybody? I hope all y'all are doing well. Please make sure to subscribe so you never miss out on our weekly videos covering almost all things sports. We are always open to suggestions, so feel free to comment on any video ideas below. Before we get into this video, we want to throw out a little disclaimer. This list is based on players who are currently in high school or are about to attend high school this fall. Anyone in the class of 2020 or who have already graduated will not be included in this video. We will rank these players from 5 to 1. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. The 5th best point guard in the nation is Jaden Davison. Jaden Davison is explosive. If you don't already know, Davison is one of the most elite scorers throughout the whole country. The 6'3" junior guard out of Leetahchee, Alabama, averaged a jaw-dropping 34 points for the Calhoun School this past season, while leading the Tigers to a Class 2A state title. His valiant efforts resulted in him being named Mr. Basketball for the state of Alabama. According to 247sports.com, Davison currently holds 10 Division I offers and has generated strong interest from Alabama and Auburn. Let's talk a little bit about what makes Davison such a great point guard. He is a slasher type guard whose main priority is to drive to the rim and dish out the ball if he's in trouble. And of course, we need to talk about his incredible leaping ability. I mean, this man has hops. It seems like time is still while he's floating in the air, pulling the ball back before crashing onto the rim for a ferocious slam. His vert translates well to the defensive side of the ball, as we see this very talented point guard blocking shots on the other end. He is one of the most athletic players I've ever seen on the high school level, and I would make the argument that he is the most athletic high school basketball player at this moment. The only downside to his game right now is not having a consistent jumper. With some more practice before and after games, Davison could easily emerge as one of the top college basketball stars. According to a study by the United Nations, Lowndes County, the county where Davison has grown up in, was named as one of the most poverty-ridden places in the developed world. Despite the neglect from the government in aiding the county, Davison has a deep love for his county and refuses to leave to attend a prestigious prep school. Davison stated that where he is from, he didn't have no basketball hoops, and no gym. He grew up with practically nothing. He began having success on a local level, but that success didn't translate until the summer of 2019. Just 1 year before, he was an unranked prospect that nobody had heard of. A strong performance on the AAU circuit finally gave him the recognition he deserved. The 4th best point guard in high school basketball is Kennedy Chandler from Sunrise Christian High School in Bel Air, Kansas. The 6'1" senior guard averaged 22.2 points, 4.3 assists, and 2.6 steals per game last season as he led his former team, Briarcrest Christian High School in Memphis, Tennessee, to a state championship appearance. Chandler, originally from Memphis, had been attending Briarcrest since the start of 2nd grade. A self-described leader, Chandler is always looking for ways to get his guys open and to deliver flashy passes. When he's not passing the ball, he can score from almost anywhere. He currently holds 37 Division I offers. In the summer of 2019, Chandler led his AAU team, the Moken Elite, to a Nike EYBL Peach Jam Championship victory. He averaged an impressive 14.2 points and 6.6 assists in 10 games with the Elite. His efforts during this circuit translated to more national attention and Division I offers. This past April, Chandler narrowed his offers down to 5 teams consisting of UNC, Duke, Memphis, Tennessee, and Kentucky. Just yesterday, Chandler announced his commitment to Tennessee. This is a huge pickup for head coach Rick Barnes, who also looks to land 5-star power forward Paulo Banchero and pair him with Chandler to create a deadly duo. I placed him above JD Davison due to the fact that he has a higher composite grade on 247sports.com. I also believe Chandler is the better all-around point guard due to his great shooting abilities, as well as his physicality that he possesses while on offense as well as defense. Once Davison develops a stronger jumper, I would place him above Chandler. The third best point guard in high school basketball and the 2019-20 Gatorade Player of the Year in North Carolina for boys basketball is junior Jaden Bradley from the IMG Academy. The 6'3" point guard originally attended the Cannon School in Concord, North Carolina, but this past June he announced he would transfer to the high school basketball powerhouse. Last season, Bradley flashed his incredible basketball abilities as he averaged 23.1 points, 6.4 rebounds, and 6.1 assists, while leading the Cougars to a North Carolina Independent Schools Class 4A state championship. He possesses elite speed that allows him to drive to the rim at will, and he has a terrific leaping ability that allows him to finish. Bradley currently holds 16 D1 offers, but he appears to have the most interest in UNC. Bradley describes himself as a pass-first point guard. He has the ability to attack the basket, stretch the floor, and shoot it with ease. He still would like to work on becoming a better leader, but that shouldn't be too hard for Bradley, who already has earned the respect of thousands of athletes across the country. He decided to transfer to IMG in order to surround himself around the best possible teammates and to face off against the highest level of competition that he can. This will help him improve his game tremendously and assert himself as one of the best players in the class of 2022. From what I can tell, Jaden has a high basketball IQ, as well as an incredible work ethic that sets him miles ahead of anyone else his age. Although he's still a young player, he's been competing with players several years older than him and would definitely be able to compete at the collegiate level at this moment. Although he has lived in Concord since middle school, Bradley is originally from Rochester, New York. Although you may not know who he is, make sure to take notes and remember his name. Jaseem Felton from Rock Hill, South Carolina is the second best point guard in the entire country. The 6'4" incoming freshman is the #1 ranked player in his entire class. As an 8th grader, started for Westminster Catawba High School, averaging 14 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. I mean, that's not bad for an 8th grader. He mainly plays point guard, but he's also able to play any possession on the court besides center. He has a work ethic and drive that allows him to succeed playing against players 4 years older than him. He describes himself as someone who would rather be in the gym and working out than sitting around and playing video games. This type of mentality will help set him apart from lots of kids throughout the country. With the help of first-year head coach Ed Addy, Felton has turned around the South Carolina private school that had not had a winning season since 2005. He possesses intangibles that most current college guards have. While he's only a rising freshman, he's built like a college veteran. He is able to score at the rim, create space, and displays a nice touch from the outside. Rick Lewis, the founder of Phenom Hoops, called him a do-it-all type of player. At the North Carolina Junior Phenom Camp, Felton averaged 23 points per game and was awarded the MVP of the camp. While he hasn't even come close to his peak, he's definitely a player you'll be hearing about in the next few years. Don't be surprised if he's the first overall pick in the next 4 or 5 years. The best point guard in the country is the #1 player in the class of 2023, DJ Wagner. DJ Wagner hails from a storied basketball family who all attended Camden High School in Camden, New Jersey. His grandfather, Milt Wagner, scored over 2,000 points when he graduated from Camden in 1981. He went on to win an NCAA title with Louisville, as well as an NBA title with the Los Angeles Lakers in 1988. His father, DeJuan Wagner, spent 4 years in the NBA with the Cavaliers, after scoring 3,462 total points in high school. DJ averaged 18.6 points per game while leading Camden to a 29-1 record before their season was cut short. The 6'2" guard is looking to continue his family's legacy by participating in the McDonald's All-American game, something his father and grandfather have done before him. DJ Wagner knows what it takes to be great and will do whatever it takes to become one of the greatest. He possesses a wide variety of skills that have translated well onto the court. Like many of the top high school athletes, DJ has matured and is a student of the game who has a work ethic unlike any other. His current head coach, Rick Brunson, stated that his own son, Jaden Bradley, was nowhere near where DJ Wagner is as a freshman. Bearing any injuries or hardships, Wagner has the potential to become the first third-generation player who has played in the NBA. I expect big things for DJ Wagner, and he will definitely become a star in the NBA. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss out on all our sports content. While I created this list based on rankings, please feel free to comment your top 5 high school point guards in the country.